Hi everyone, welcome back to my Oblivion playthrough. Last time we went into Oblivion, the game's literally telling me to save often. It's crazy. I'm sure we'll be fine. Oblivion can't be that dangerous, right? Look, there's a guy here. I just need to find a bed in Oblivion, then I can sleep and level up. Hi Johnny! How you doing? Oh! Ah! Stop hitting me! Why is there so many dinosaurs here? Hi, Ozzy Fox! Ah! Help! No! Wait, did they burned their friend for me? That was nice of them. Heal, please. Where's my healing at? There it is. Can we go back towards my friend so you can do some damage, please? He's very good at aiming. Oh! You hated going into Oblivion gates? It's my first playthrough. I don't know how. Does it get much worse than this, or is this like all it is? Don't answer that. I'm sure everything's fine. Just needed a little bit of healing. This is my first Oblivion gate that I'm in. There is no... Oh! Oh no, there's no way out! No, 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 no. I win. Can I heal a bit more, please? Major wounds. Do that one. So I'm a bit unsure what I want to do here. They've got two options, right? I can go through this door here. You can see on this map, and that's this map. Wherever we are. Why is this map not showing? Weird. This is the Kvatch Oblivion gate, yeah. Get him. Hit him! He's right there! Friend, please hit me. Yeah, why is this map not working anymore? It was working before. Did something break? Bit confused. Could be a glitch, maybe? Maybe. Tell you what, I'll go through the gate and see if it lets me go back through the gate. This is to the Blood Feast. Weird place. Okay, let's see if the map changes. Still not. Because I remember it was showing me all these different door options. Different places I could go. But now it's not? Do I need to like press map on active quest, then go here? Still not. Strange. I guess we don't get a map anymore that shows us other places we can go, so I guess I will go inside. Unless, is it worth exploring, or am I just gonna find more encounters and battles and stuff if I keep exploring out here? I don't think there's a lot for me out here. I haven't found a single chest. I mean, I found some resources. There's some text here, which if I read it backwards, I remember it said something. What does that say? B-E-C-U-O-N-S? Oh no, it's B-E-C-K-O-N-S. Beckons. Yeah, Maroon's daggone beckons, I remember what it said now. Yeah, like, I don't know if I'm gonna find any cool equipment if I wander around, but it doesn't seem like there's much here to get. All the other doors look like they're from higher up, actually. But I think everything I can do is through here. Magic essences. Oh, fancy. Free magic, thank you. Please don't burn me, I'm weak to that. Nope. More heals, please. Heal, heal, heal. I'd rather fight in an open area such as this. Oh! Just happened. That's literally my guy. I wonder what happens if I touch the beam. Go skeleton. You're like my best son. You've been with me since the start. You're the loyal one. Please attack them. Where are you going? Why is there 3 of them? Skeleton, why did you aggro the 3rd? This is bad. Why do they... How do they keep hitting me with lightning? That's horrible. They're so mean. I'm weak to spells. They can't keep getting away with this. Okay, jumping into the beam isn't a good idea. Not even for a shortcut. What hit me? This one's kind of weak. No! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Heal, heal, heal. Nope, I need to get out of here. I need some space for a second. Hopefully they don't all follow me. Stop using fireballs, please. No. Well, this is a rough position I'm in, isn't it? I live here now. You ate 1 hour. I need more magic and health. A warm, gentle breeze causes a tickle on your face. But as you go to brush it off, you find you cannot move your arms. Oh, my skin turned to glass again. Why does that keep happening? That's not normal. He's blocked in. More heals. More heals. Oh, I got a lot of good gear in them, don't they? I take all his clothes and good stuff before he even hits the ground. Oh yeah, I just remembered, I have Disintegrate Armor as a spell now. I should have used that. That would have been alright. Okay. Yes. Rending holes. That sounds like a fun time, doesn't it? That's where all the rendering happens, I guess. Oh, the armor is a ranged attack too. Interesting. So what's with this pillar? A bit strange, isn't it? Another rending hole, but that one's where the destination marker is, and I kind of want to explore a little bit. Hello? Anyone here? I want to disintegrate their armor first thing and see what happens. It might make the fight easier. Can I not do that? Do I need like destruction 100, destruction 75? Okay, that's not an option at all. What was I using? I was using poison, weakness. We'll change it back later on when I get more. In that case... They swing so crazy at me. There's so many strange buildings here, it's scary. Gloves, more boots. Depends how much weight I want to carry. It's too much. A bow of voltage, just leave that behind. No! My heal spell. Why is it so hard to get to my heal spell when I need it? Nice. Legendary spell absorption. That's cool. What am I I here for? What is this? A blood phantom. Touch it. Did that heal me? Weird. Weird. Corridors of Dark Salvation. Let's save because we got a few kills. Otherwise, if we die, we have to do everything all over. Okay. What a weird place. We're gonna get to the top and find like the Eye of Sauron or something. What is this? He dropped it. Oh no, now he's casting what I'm weak against. I should have left him with the weapon, huh? I probably have a potion here somewhere. Let's use a potion, please. What will heal me? Sorcery will heal me. Hi, Ken. Instigator. Hi. Oh! Oh! No! Skeleton, go. Wait, 1 hour here. Surprised they didn't follow me out. They could have stopped me from waiting. Okay, I'm going to learn from that and not hit the weapon out of their hands. As long as they have a weapon they're happy with using, at least they're not... Which Elder Scrolls game is my favorite? This is the only Elder Scrolls game I've played. This is it. And it's my first playthrough. Never played an Elder Scrolls before this. So I don't have a favorite. I guess this is the only one I've done. That's kind of crazy. I wonder how this trap's being triggered. Hello? That one's higher up. Anyway, let's see what's through here. Let's save. Oh no, auto-save, we're fine.
Over here!
Why is the corpse talking to me? Oh, there's a way down. Up top, he means, I think.
In the cage! Over here!
Giving away my position, good sir.
Over here! Quickly!
Bye! Later.
In the cage! Over here! Quickly, quickly, there's no time. You must get to the top of the large tower. The Sigil Keep, they call it. That's what keeps the Oblivion Gate open.
But can we Riz
Find the
first?
Sigil Stone. Remove it and the gate will close. Hurry! The Keeper has the key. You must get the key. Have you got the key? You must get the Keeper's key. It's the only way into the Sigil Keep.
None of my spells pierce. Gotta be a way. Hi.
Have you got the key? You must...
You wanna get out of the cage? Me too. How do we get out? Oh no.
Get the key!
What key? Oh no! You think I soft locked myself? But hold on, if I jump enough, my agility will level up, right? I've probably got a potion for this. Let's start by crafting some potions, or looking at my potions. Potion of Grace, and fortify speed. Does speed count towards jumping? What potion would help me out of this? You can at least give me a leg up, right? I know. Save me. How can I get out? Like, I'm right there. I should be able to get out from here, right? Or maybe one of my spells has something I can do. Hold on. What are my spells here? Adrenaline rush. Use it. Bound bow. I need arrows to use that. Store speed. Use it. You're gonna help me out. Not really. Got these spells. How did we get in this kind of situation? Telekinesis. Shocking burst. Telekinesis. I don't want a soft lock. Let me out! Did I soft lock? No, I didn't. You need company in there. Yeah, I'm not there. I can't get this in. See, I'm a pro gamer. Crimson Pro plays. To the top of the highest tower, he says. So I'm going downwards to loot that body I threw down here earlier. Sigil Keep key. I have the key to the Sigil Keep. That was quick. Now I must reach the Sigil Stone and remove it from the Sigil Keep to close the Oblivion Gate that it anchors. Then we're going to be stuck in here. I think we haven't thought this through fully. Ooh, a button. Ooh. Corpse Smasher. Oh no, don't turn around. No! No! They're not mine. They're not mine. Oh no. But we did so much to escape. We can't die now. Bye. Hope they're taking fall damage at least. Which is mine. That's mine. Stop hitting me with lightning, you monster! Yeah, stay there for a second. Bad, this is really bad. Are you mine? They are. Wait, what happened to the second guy? There was more people chasing me a second ago. Stop! More heals, please. Stop with the fireballs! It's too much for me! Come on, stand under there. Yes, stay there, stay there. It'll be funny. No! You're meant to get stuck under the elevator! No, 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 no! Am I alive? I'm alive! I should not be alive right now. How? How did I survive? What just happened? I was trying to go up, not down. What if I wait on a moving platform? Do I spawn under the platform? No, I stay on it. I guess the platform freezes while I wait. That's crazy. Surprised it doesn't go higher. There was no point to being down there. Weird. Yeah, this place is kind of strange, isn't it? I got a key. Does that save this guy at least?
Take the key. Get to the sigil.
I guess he
keep
likes being here.
find the
We'll leave him
sigil
there.
stone. It's the only way. Don't worry about me. There's no time. Get moving.
There's always time. So mean to us. He wants me to go to the top of this tower? What's with all the other towers surrounding the place though? Door open with sigil keep key. Lucky me! The doors have teeth. That's cool. Weird fight, but okay. Let's go from you first. Gotta go this way. Why is this a blood feast? Is that the blood? What's feasting on it? What a strange game. Oh, up we go. Got him. Oh no, they summon things too? That's horrible. My summon's cooler though. Over encumbered, are you kidding? Oh no. Wait, why does my equipment weigh so much more? I never had 450 equipment worth of stuff. Why has it gone up? Oh, I guess it's burden. Does that count as like disease or something? No. Fortifying fatigue doing, or not really. Burden. 150 extra weight, I guess. Kinda rude. Get him for me. Really? This guy's so mean. Get him. Next thing you know, he's gonna heal too. Oh crouch, then I'm smaller to hit. There's no way to speed up Burden, is it? Because I'm stuck here. Unless I just drop half of my treasure, but I don't want to drop half my treasure. That ruins the point. Did he run through the door or something? Where I came from. I guess I can use ranged attacks. Thanks for the follow, Femi. What range attacks have I got that I can use? I know that I had like some kind of shocking spell. Fireball. Weak fireball. 5. That's bad. Snowball. 10 points. Lightning. Bolt. Vaccine's fine. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Wait, did you beat them? You got them? No way, where are they? I need to see this. Where'd they go? That looks like it's gonna hurt me. Enemies nearby. Where? Yeah, backseat, but don't spoil. My first playthrough. This is a nice hiding spot, isn't it? Go skeleton. Show me where they are. Do you see anyone? Can't have used chameleon because I've got detect life on this helmet. Look close at the wall for the... Oh, there they are. Thank you. What do they have? That, and that. They're fully stocked now. We're over encumbered, so let's craft some stuff. What should we make? I don't know, I'm just going to throw some stuff in and see what we get. Yes, restore and damage magic, it's perfect. What else do we have? Seeds. They don't help. Corn? Nectar? My carry capacity is good again. Lovely. Don't see an enemy nearby. Maybe they're through the door or something, or maybe they're upwards. Wait, this probably teleports me by the looks of it. Probably touch them, see what happens. Oh, it's a door. Ruined portal to the blood feast. Hello? The punished. What happened to them? What did they do? Go skeleton, save me. And he fell. they take the portal as well? I need to know who can and can't take the portal. They can, okay. Well, they're down here. Bye.
Ah!
No!
Ah! Ah! Oh! Oh!
Those are some high-level enemies. What is my current level and main skills? I've got good personality, and a good intelligence, and a good endurance. These are my skills. We've got level 100 conjuration. My hand-to-hands are not bad either. That's getting there. My speechcraft is also very good. I'm very good at talking to people. And my level, what level am I? You asked what level I was. Level 31! Irene, I'm good, how are you?
Whoa!
Yoink. There's still enemies nearby, are you kidding? I don't see anyone. Go Skeleton, you'll save me. You're faster than the Atonarch. Weird. Enemies are nearby, I'll just have to heal the normal way. Very confusing. Let's save. Box mudcrabs or ogres? I'm not trying to min-max, you've seen the name of my channel, right? I'm just like going through with the options and seeing what I get. And hand-to-hand seems kind of what I'm going for. In part. Weapons kept breaking and I couldn't keep repairing them. So I gave up, I have hands now. Well, that's nice. Oh, there's someone there. Get him. You got this. Come on. They're hacking. Are we going in or? Might have to encourage them. Whoa! Whoa! Where did they come from? They were behind me all along? Oh no. Through the door. Through the door. Just go through. There's another tower on this end? And my friend's not following me. This is bad. Whoa! Where are we going? Where are we going? Master skill in armor makes my repair hammers unbreakable. What am I going to repair? I can't repair my enchanted equipment. So I literally can't level it up. Oh, this is a nice color. Is that what I'm here for? Probably. I want to fight them first, though. I can take them. Nope. No! Why is my guy not helping? Guess I gotta heal the hard way. Where'd that other guy come from? He kind of just started behind me, and I don't understand. Is there someone else on this side? Like, I hear enemy music. Are they down there or something? I don't see them. I've got detect life. I'm fine as long as they don't surprise flank me out of nowhere. Who's hitting me? From where? Oh, they were coming from downwards. Weird. Thought I got overrun from here earlier. Where did they even come from? Okay, so there's more people downwards. Highly concerning. I wish my Atronach could actually hit something one day. That'd be pretty cool. Please stop. Oh, I'm gonna go down. Let them find their way to me for a second. Potions. That's not my guy. Got them? Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Hey, Alex. Where'd they go? They disappeared. Did we get him, or? You got them. I should save, because that was two guys that were sneaking up on me. Now that they're gone, I ought to have a better time with the guys ahead if I'm not being flanked by two strong guys. Is there no one here? Oh yeah, I do. I have been repairing random stuff I've been picking up. I've been going repair hammer and just repairing whatever I've got, because it's the only way I can level it up. There we go, it's gone up a little bit now. Hey, runes. I heard that. Can't fool me. That's their summon. We gotta hit the sorcerer. If we hit the summon, it's just gonna summon another one. That's what I'd do. I'm gonna find the guy. That's a lot of gold. That's not text. The blacksmith in Coral offer training? I've never been to Coral. I walked into that. Save before I grab the stone. Will do. I'm saving after this fight either way. Bonk. Where'd the guy go? How'd he get over there? Staff of vulnerability, is that what they tried doing to me? Kinda want it. Look at all what it does. Kind of a funny stuff. Gotta drop something then. Let's drop these weird boots. Those are the boots we're using, they're very cool. They keep us warm. No, let's get rid of the glass boots, they're not doing anything for us, are they? And the... yeah, more glass boots. There we go. Perfect. Hi Nexus! Welcome back! Did I scare you, making you think I was going to grab it without saving? The real challenge of Oblivion was never about closing the gates. It was decorating my home with... Wait, there's more than one gate? It was decorating your home with drag and drop system. And watching it fly across the room the next time I reload. Oh. This is what I'm here for then? Boop. Heal. Oh! My game crashed. Oh no. Oh no. Chat. What happened? I've gone to Oblivion for real. Chat. I went from Oblivion to Oblivion. One of two reasons you said save. The thing is, with games these days, you never know, do you? Sound settings. We gotta reconfigure the sound every single time I launch the game. Boop. And boop. Okay. Maybe I should look away from the sun. Transcendent Sigil Stone? Where does that go? Is that in my inventory? It is! Disintegrate armor on... Wait, is that passive? And shields me? That's broken. So I just take less damage overall. Like, is that every punch I do, or do I need to activate that somehow? 'Cause that's kind of huge. If it's passive. Is that passive? I'm clicking it. Enchanted item. Can I enchant my fists? It doesn't look passive. Why can't I just like hold it while I punch people? Enchant my hand. I can put it on armor? I can put it on my outfit. Hell yeah. Should I? Shield on self but doesn't disintegrate. What do you think, chat? I think I should. I'm putting on my outfit. Shield. I must enter a name? Why can't it just enchant it as is? I don't know, transcendent black and burgundy outfit, can I do that? That's as far as I can go. Transcendent black and burgundy outfit. It's perfect. Yeah, for the name of it. What happened to me? Where's my... Where did my clothes go? Perfect. And now I have constant shield! Perfect. I don't remember the shield being here. I'm kind of taking damage. Heal, heal, heal. I have closed the gate by taking the sigil stone that anchors it within Oblivion. I hope I didn't need to give that to anyone. I should tell Savlian Matthias that the way into Kvatch is now open. I did it! He's so
Close
happy.
the gate. I knew you could do it. This is our chance to launch a counterattack.
Okay.
I need you to come with us. You've got far more combat experience than these men. Are you able to join us now? I can wait, but not for long. We've got to move quickly before they have a chance to barricade the city gate.
About those NPCs. This guy's the only guy left out here. Yeah, there's this guy. There's one guy in the tent downstairs, and there's another. What are the lizard people? One of them. There's literally 3 people before I went in the gate. I'm ready. Let's go.
For Kvatch!
For Kvatch. Let's go. Me and my new friend. And I now have a permanent 20% shield for my OP outfit. And I look stylish as. Nothing can take this outfit from me. Hopefully there's a storekeeper in here I can sell some stuff to. So I can get less encumbered. I have entered the ruined city of Kvatch with Savlian Matthias and his men. We must clear the southern plaza before the survivors in the chapel can be rescued.
Come on!
Let's go. For Kvatch. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Please hit them. He's unconscious. I can't believe this. Stand up, sir! I'm gonna hide over here for a second. I think they saw me. This guy's mine. This guy's mine. I'm helping. Whoa. What door? Yeah, I was just going to Anvil. Clan fears have passive reflect? I don't know what a clan fear is. What's that? Clan fear. Jump, please. I need to summon another of these guys real quick. Yeah, this is a safe spot. Go, Ren. Small guys that keep jumping on me. Fair enough.
Show me what you've got.
You're mine. You're not. Ow. I got one of them. You meant to do this at level 10, you say? Well, good thing I'm already level 10. We're over leveled. That's huge, right?
I fought much better, more fearsome than you.
What's a little spider here? That's weird. Am I crouched or something? Why am I so short all of a sudden? I wonder if they're going to chase me out. Because that's a bit cramped in there for my style. Oh, we're fine. You bet I can't, like, lead them out one at a time or something. If I'm lucky, the guys further in won't be aggroed on me yet. I'm gonna be over encumbered. Let's drink a potion. What potion do I even want? Maybe a fortify potion of some kind. I don't have a fortify. Clean, I guess.
I fought blood crabs more fearsome than you.
Oh, hey, my guy stood up again. You gotta go. Oh, over encumbered again. Do I have a potion of healing? Yeah, I do. How did I reach level 30 without going to Corel? I'll show you. So I started the game over here, in here. And I started going south. Oh, where's Corel? Where is Corel? What do you mean without going to Corel? Which one's Corel? Is that somewhere I've meant to have been before? Braville. Where's Corel? Is that somewhere I meant to go early on, is it? Yeah, I've never been there. What I did, I went south and explored all these caves and castles that I went past. And I kept following the path south. Then I went over here and I got Mayrune's razor and got turned into a vampire. Then I came across here, swam through the water to Braville. Then I went up to the... And this is all walking, I didn't want to fast travel, I wanted to explore the world a bit. It is my first playthrough. So I walked up, and I explored all the caves and castles on the way. I've still got the amulet. Then I went up to the Imperial City, and I got a house and I fully furnished it. I took a quest to join the Thieves Guild. They gave me some lockpicks so I could find a journal or something. And then I immediately left, so I essentially stole some lockpicks from the Thieves Guild. If that doesn't let me in later on, I don't know what will. Then I went down here to Skingrad. And I did the Mages Guild quest with the guy up here. And then I kept going west, because my destination's over here. I wanted to go to Anvil, this Crowhaven Castle. That seems cool. Also Gold Coast, which is an actual place in Australia. So we've got to. He's unconscious again. Oh no. At least I get fully scaled quest rewards, so that's nice. There's quest rewards. Stop doing ranged attacks! I'm weak! I take like double damage from spells. Stop that. Okay, where's my guy attacking? I've got to focus on who he's attacking. Ooh, they were weak. Hold on. This guy dropped. I'll take it, but I've got to put something back. Or I can drink a potion. I can drink some potions of sorcery or something. Drink that. Battle absorption? That'd probably help right now, actually. Oh, but it burdened me a little bit. Oops. Let's do a strong healer potion. Still over encumbered? If only I had a ring to take half damage from spells. My gauntlets are broken. The shrapnel makes it cut for additional damage. Why do I have glass stuff? That's like not even good. Mundane ring does nothing. That's fine. I'm gonna summon a new one real quick before I start healing, because otherwise I'm not gonna have the mana to summon. My guy stood up, yes. Him and I. Missed me. I've got a mundane ring in my inventory? Yeah. It's mundane. What would I need a mundane ring for? Please tell me I didn't hit my friend. Thanks for the follow, Kaio. Kaiofu, the lone wolf. Thank you. This guy. Go. It's one of the best rings in the game. It's mundane. The hard part will be finding someone who actually pays us full price for it. I have helped Savli and Matthias and his men retake the southern plaza. I should talk to him about our next move. Talk to me about your move.
We wiped the bastards out.
Yes, he
It's
helped.
safe to pull those people out of the chapel. Let's get in there
You're
and
a
make
good
sure
cannon
they're all
fodder.
right. Come on. This is only the beginning of the battle for Kvatch. We can discuss the next phase once the civilians are safe.
You're probably safe, huh? Can we
Let's get
talk
inside
yet?
the chapel and make sure those folks are all right. If there are injuries, they'll need to be tended to right away.
Yeah, it's my first playthrough. You think I know what quest is meant to be the main quest? I'm just going around doing what seems right to do. I wanted to go to that castle on the west so I can get the proof of the guy from the arena in the main city, of their birth or something. Or whatever he wanted me to get, or something like that. And I'm just doing this on the way. I just came here, the sky was red, this guy was on the floor, so I revived him. And he tells me to leave the area. So I went in. Did I miss anything here to loot? Look at those hands. Well, it's nice having shield, because some of those hits that would have taken me out don't now. Merchants can have their money increased by 500, and that's if I have 75 mercantile, otherwise they cap at 2,000 max. Yeah, so how am I going to find someone who's going to pay me 21k for the mundane ring?
Report, soldier.
Sir, we're all that's left. Barrack Inian, myself...
And you're telling me the
these
demons
civilians.
didn't open the door?
That's it?
What's in here? Ooh.
The area is clear? Then as soon as Captain Matthias gives the order, I'll escort the civilians to safety.
Not before we're done talking.
Please, go
It's
on.
maxed already? What's the point if we don't even get the Riz?
Good day.
We've done it. I can't believe it. I didn't really think this would work. Maybe we do have a fighting
No
chance.
one has the money and I don't want to sell that ring?
Oh, yes. We're
Why
not done.
not?
Not
It's
even
mundane.
close. This was only the first step. If this town is to be ours again, we'll need to get inside the castle. You've come this far with us. Will you go further? If we're truly going to succeed, I'll need much more of your help. I warn you, though, what we've seen so far is nothing,
Nothing?
compared to the battle that likely
You're telling me
awaits
this is
us.
the easy part?
Take a few moments to catch your breath and think it over. When you're ready, let me know and we'll get underway.
Yeah, but I don't think the massive resistances against spells is going to be as good as just dodging the spell. Like, I've got... Let me show you my loadout real quick, right? I've got the Apprentice, so I take 100% weakness to magic anyway. The only way I'm surviving is if I dodge the spells. Besides, I need disease resistance. Got Rings of Fortitudes. They're more important. Yes.
Are you ready to go? We need your help getting to the castle, but we need to move soon.
Not yet.
How many times can I say it?
He's so angry. I have to loot everything here. Hold on. Take the torch. Hammer.
Have you been well recently? A pleasure to speak with you.
I'm a vampire, so I'm immune
Take
to
your
diseases.
time.
Is that how it works?
Be seeing you.
Well, you can never be too sure, right? Ooh, beds. Time to level up. I'll take some willpower and some strength and some agility. Nice. Level 32. We're ready for another level 2. We just need to punch some people. There's a lot of beds here. Oh, food. Hopefully, why is there nobody here who wants to buy my stuff? Hi, Exonin. I'm pretty good. How are you? Books? Guide to Chadenhall. Burger Prince. I've read those. Ooh. Supplies. Why would someone keep a bowl in a bag? I thought there was going to be some loot in there. Einareth is with you. Lara smiles upon you. You work for the glory of Zenithar. The lawful gain the gifts of Talos. Oh, I didn't get Akatosh yet. I don't even know who Akatosh is. Dibella loves you. An unstained spirit pleases Arche. I haven't got Stendar. Your weight is true in the scales of Julianos. Lovely. And the one in the middle. The city was burned to the ground. The local shops are a bit indisposed. That was half the reason of coming here, to sell my stuff. Rejoice! Through faith, your afflictions are banished. But I'm still a vampire because it doesn't fix that for some reason. Needs a key? What do you mean needs a key? Let me pick it. Hello? Never got to the bottom of a church area like this before. Kind of empty. They didn't even leave anything for me to loot. Okay, let's save. We did get a few things.
It's the smell, really. Smoke and fire and...
Also, why aren't they, like, mad at me? Like, at this point, people usually stop talking to me when I'm a vampire.
Something worse. In the ruins.
Does anyone want to go to sleep so I can drink a bit? They pick their nose? Okay. Crispy would live in the bottom of a church. You can fix vampirism through a DLC item or a stupid quest. Yeah, but on the other hand, it makes me a bit stronger. I feel like I need that at level 32. The enemies are a bit strong. Why do you have a crown though?
Are you ready to...
You're the guy who's I came here with. The other guy had a crown too. Why?
It's my pleasure.
Does that mean they're
Please,
immortal?
Take your time. Goodbye.
Okay.
Are you ready to...
Is it the same quest? Is this just like a really big ongoing quest? The battle for Castle Kavach. Tavli and Matthias asked me to help with the next phase of the battle for Kavach. I don't know, do I want to do that now? Probably. I'm already here.
Are you ready to...
Apparently it's nothing compared to what we just faced. Let's go.
I knew you'd be up to it.
Then we can find a shopkeeper.
Our goal is the castle gate. We should be able to use this door to get out to the plaza in front of the castle gatehouse.
Try not to drop so
You
many
know the
times
drill.
now.
Stick close and keep your eyes open.
Me stick close? He's
Let's
the one who
move
runs
out.
away! He runs away from me! Oh, it's sunny out here! I'm not ready! Good luck out there, friend. Rip that guy. Yeah, I'll go. I'm ready. Ah, the sun's rising! A banquet. Okay, cool. He didn't come back? What happened to him? Wait, he kicked ass. What? Let's go! I should leave into it more often. You know, if I waited a few more hours, it would have been finished. It's not evil, it's smart. He's immortal, he keeps waking up every 10 seconds. Good work! Absolute legend, that guy. Saves me the trouble. Ooh, I've got more carry capacity now. He may lose that status, I hope not. What are you talking about, Sir Dragon? Cameo? Oh, you're requesting a new game. Alright. You control Cameo, a 16-year-old elf who must travel across the land, rescuing her family while collecting elemental sprites and warriors in a beat-em-up style combat against trolls. I'll put up a vote in the Discord tonight so people can vote if they want to see that game. Oh, let me out! We defeated all the enemies, good work. Yeah, okay, exclamation mark Discord in the chat. I'll do it in... Where's my mouse? Okay, in Twitch chat, here's the link to the Discord. If you're watching on YouTube, the Discord is in the description. After this stream, I'll put a vote in the Discord with a bunch of games to choose from. One of them will be Oblivion, if you want to see me continue it. Yeah. There'll be a vote in the Discord after the stream. Oh, that's where I was fighting earlier. Yeah, everyone can put a vote on what game they'd like to see me stream next, whether it's more of this, whether it's Cameo, and I'll put a few other games up there to choose from too. If Cameo doesn't win, I'll refund your points, Sir Dragon. You can try again another time. Just kind of exploring. So this is Kvatch. It's kind of empty. Where is everything? Are you serious? Why'd I sink? Like I've got water walking. So let me water walk. No? Yeah, now I don't sink. Yeah, this place is empty. This is a town? Who's this guy? You just voted you can't suggest a game? If you watch enough, you'll be able to suggest a game eventually, and if it doesn't win, you'll get your channel points back.
Damn it! This is no good.
No?
The gates are locked, and the only way to open them is from within the gatehouse.
You want me to telekinesis you up or something?
For you, of course.
Castlegate.
We can't open that gate from out here. The only mechanism for raising it is inside the gatehouse.
Then let's find the gatehouse.
And the only way to get into the gatehouse now would be through the passage at the North Guardhouse, but that's always kept locked.
Oh no.
Hurry and find Barrich Inian.
I can pick
He should
locks.
be back in the chapel. Should still have the key to the guardhouse. Once you've got it, get to the guardhouse.
What, do you want me to
find the
pickpocket
passage,
him or something?
And open that gate. Then we can get inside the castle and secure it.
Weird. It's 10k redeem points. It'll take a while. You'd be surprised how quickly it can happen. Especially if I'm streaming regularly. And you get the 10k points back if you fail at... Whoa! If you fail at the request. Huh? Weird.
We saw the smoke from the Gold Road while out on patrol. How can we help?
Follow me!
We'll be right behind you.
Okay, this
Are
way.
you not feeling well?
Now, hop in the bed, go to sleep. In you go.
Lead the way. I'm right. Lead the way. I'm right behind you.
My character has a unique beauty. This isn't how they're meant to look. The vampirism changed their look a lot. They looked better before. Okay, so this is the guy they want me to talk
I'm just
to?
waiting for Captain Mattias to give the order. Finally.
Give me
a
your
chance to fight back.
keys.
For you, of course. Yes, I have it. Why?
Savlian's orders, no time to explain. Thanks for the rehydrate. Hydrate, Exornin. Rehydrate. Savlian's orders.
You do the guard one little favor and suddenly you think you're Mattias's best friend. You probably couldn't find it on your own. I'm coming with you. If we make it, I'll open the door for you.
That works.
I've still got some fight left
So
in
I
me.
can turn around as soon as you go through, wait for 12 hours, and then everyone will be dead. Oh, where are we going? Through here? Ooh. Mysterious path.
Won't you die?
You're trying to join Discord. You have to pass the verification.
Let's get this over.
You need to have your DMs open
Show me what's
so that the bot can send you a message. Just to stop people joining in from ults. I've had some problems with banned people rejoining. None of these guys are immortal. I am. Oh! No, I'm not.
Look out!
Run! Oh, they followed me!
I thought must-haves more fearsome than you.
You're pathetic.
Why? Well,
I'm on your side.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Lead the way.
Hi, Vivian. I need some spells. I need a potion spell, and I need a speed. I'll take it. Strong sorcery. And I guess I don't have heal potions yet, do I? So I'll use heal greater wounds. Excellent. See, I saved them. Can wait an hour for them to heal and it makes them last a tad longer. Okay. I expected to wake up and they'd all be dead. Oh no, what happened to this guy? And he witnessed that. He has nothing to say to me. What's up with this place? There's always sarcophaguses and brains. So you got in the Discord? Excellent. Yeah, everyone, if you join the Discord, the vote will be up and you can have an influence in what game I play next. Or no.
Take that! Why won't you die?
Ah! No! Run!
My friends.
Eric Idian has died. I need to get the guardhouse key off his body and proceed on my own. Rip that guy then, huh? Yeah. Wait an hour. They'll survive longer. Uh-huh.
Am I supposed to be afraid?
What's my destruction at anyway? Oh, it's 75! Exornan is requesting Monster Hunter World. There are limitations to how much longer? Well, I thought it would mean... You thought, like, surviving longer would mean at least, like, more than 3 seconds, right? Where's your key? Thank you. A Vatch Cuirass. Wild. No, these are mine.
Do your worst.
Okay, one guy down. That's huge. Someone over there? That's horrible. Yeah, stay down there. My killing? What do you mean my killing? I didn't do it. I was helping. How could this happen? My friend. Oh no, not another one. I knew there was another one here. I wouldn't have come this way because I knew I would aggro them. There's more that way. I don't even know the way to the guardhouse. Why did the guy have to die? Oh. Oh. Oh yeah, I need to swap this disintegrate armor out faster. I feel like that would actually help if I use it. This battle. Let me try. Oh, they're not actually wearing armor, are they? Did they just smash my creature? Come on. Ow. The problem if they've got their own H-Rack right here. Trying to keep the fight somewhat to this corner. Oh. They just took half my health in one hit. Oh. Are they healing? Are you kidding? Next idea. We turn around and then we wait for an hour. Wait for an hour, wait for an hour, wait for an hour. You mean enemies nearby? Maybe they've lured some away from the door. No, not at all. At least I haven't summoned so much just yet. Okay, maybe they have summoned a lot. I don't like fire. I got hit by like 3 fireballs in 10 seconds. How? We killed a couple. That's huge. Just a couple more to go. Where's my friends gone? No! No! He just needed to stay near me where I could protect him. Zivilite are the worst enemies in the base game. If I put the mundane ring on and it isn't enough, I can turn down the difficulty. I'm supposed to lead up to 5 people. I'm leading up to 5. That's mine. This isn't. There we go. You're telling me I'm not leading enough enemies? Yeah, I am. Like, there was like 5 guys here. We're fine. We're mainly a conjurer. Hand to hand is backup. They're using hand to hand. I want to steal it. Wait, it's almost morning. Oh no. Breaking the Siege of Kvatch, the Desolate Mine, and the Killing Field are supposed to be done at early levels and almost impossible to do without total casualties after mid-game. Well, that's just how it is then, isn't it? Anyway, where'd that guy run off to who I was meant to protect? Or who was meant to lead me? Whoops. Ow. Ah, there's more! If casualties happen, casualties happen. Maybe that's just how it is. Yeah, keep going. Get the rest of them too. Oh, they had a ring. Consider it part of the genuine Oblivion experience, like the occasional game crash. What, turning down the difficulty? You think I'm a coward? Oh, I should rest. Good idea. The guy's dead anyway. His corpse will wait. I can? There's no one here. Oh no.
No one lives forever. That's the best you can do. Show me what you've got. This and here.
Thank you. What enemies nearby? There's no one else here. Oh no, there's someone else here. Skeleton, get them. Thank you. Can I sleep now? Thank you. I need to sleep until like nighttime again. Then we gotta find where his body dropped so I can get myself that key. I have no idea where he went. More strength, more willpower, and more agility. Willpower means we can spam the spells more. Strength, I think, means punch better. Nice. Thanks for helping! See, that's not total casualties, the strong survive. Just think of all the bodies I can loot. Hold on. Are there fresh blessings upstairs? This is the church, after all. Nice. These buff me somehow. I don't know what these do exactly, but it gives me an extra icon in the top right, which I think is a good thing. Do I have any alteration spells to improve my willpower? I don't know. One of these bodies is the guy. Where's the guy who went and got himself killed out here? What's going on with you? Guess they really liked the burning building. Damn. There's the guy. Is that him? Is this him? Is that him? That's someone else. Found it. Now I need to follow the waypoint. Do I have any alteration spells? Where would I find them? One's an alteration. I've got restoration, destruction, and conjuration. Those are what I've been focusing on. I got a bunch of these scrolls. Probably sell them. I want to get this guy using his melee weapon because his melee weapon's less dangerous to me than those fireballs are. Already appreciating the extra stuff I'm getting in. By that I mean the extra recharge on my magic. It's doing a lot for me. Oh, we got him. Yeah, I don't have those kind of utility spells. I just pick them up. Picking is not very hard. I don't want to just stand here for an hour, heal a little bit, you know. How far away from him do I need to be? Out here at least. Cancelled? No, it doesn't do the full weight. There we go. So I want to get through here before the sun comes up. Ooh, spending holidays as family? Need to pack luggage? Enjoy your trip, family. Happy holidays. Ebony battle axe. Weird. Still gotta save after each battle because, you know, if I get into one bad battle, we go back so many battles otherwise. This arena kind of reminds me of the one that was in the Dream, the first city I went to. Oh! Do they have armor? Probably not. Let's make a stone guy. Some healing. Hello? No, don't tank at them! There's a guy already here! Flanked, am I? Oh no. I cannot deal with that. Not right now. Like 2 guys coming. He probably knows Fireball too. They know Fireball. My healing wasn't fast enough. Okay, skeleton decoy first. Skeletons are super cheap. It said skeleton decoy, get him. Corral specializes in conjuration. I don't think I've been to Corral. Corral. Whoa! Whoa! Stop! 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 Ow! I walked into that. Nope. Seal.
Am I supposed to press?
No, how did they hit me up there?
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Have I got to punch the poor demons? I don't know. They're attacking me, okay? Let's craft some stuff. Oh, it goes with nothing? Really? I'm making fatigue and night eye. Nice. What's gonna make? This? Nope. This? Nope. These? Nope, nothing. Data hearts? Nothing. Why do I have so many if they don't do anything? I need to start dropping some of these hearts. Oh no, I'm not burdened anymore. Go back down. How's your health look, by the way? You
I
good?
hope I can help.
They've
take
been
your
helping
time.
so much.
Good day.
They're immortal or something, probably. Like, look at all this. This is everything they helped me with. We just lure the enemies back here, and then we win. Speaking of, I should save. Before I go back out there. Only one of the guys followed us in, didn't they? Oh no, I thought two followed in, but only one went through the second door. They might have wandered back out here, the other guy. Either that or they're still in there, and that doesn't bode well for the friend in the church. Any good supplies here? Food is nice. Garlic's good. Very good for a vampire. I thought it was a ladder. Trap door to Castle Kvatch passageway. Oh, that's actually the destination I'm trying to get to. Okay. What's out here? Probably just more fights. But I also don't want this to come in after me. We should deal with this while we can. I don't like that. Get him. Spawn on top of him. Ow. Stop that. Focus on the other guy, please. Focus on the storm guy. He doesn't care about your lightning attacks. Last heals. They're pretty much good to go through the trapdoor now. Does every town have a trapdoor like this? Good, I saved up from punching them, that's good enough. I found the tunnel entrance in Kvatch. I need to follow it to the gatehouse so I can raise the gates and let the guards into the castle courtyard. That'll help, probably. I feel like they might already be in here. Based on the amount of fires I'm seeing. Fires wouldn't have started themselves. Hello! Are they friends? Why are they not wearing pants? What kind of guard is this? Hi. Summon inside there, please. Whoa! We need to summon my guy on the other side of that gate. Wait, is he damaging them? Ooh, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Opening this will open both sides? That's actually insane. What, 2 guards against like 50 of these guys? How about I wait for my magic to restore first? And maybe for my guy to do some cool damage through the gate if he can. Yeah, he's not going to do that, is he? Now, I'll put one guy out here. I've raised the gates into Castle Kovac. I must now help Savlian and his men defeat the monsters within. Oh, I'm scared to punch. I'm gonna end up hitting the wrong guy.
Let's get this.
I don't have a way to avoid hitting the friends here. Ow, 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 ow. New guy summon before they run out. Heal. Heal, heal, heal. That's not my guy. Is there an invisible guy? What was that? It's bad. Oh, it's the little guy sitting me, not an invisible guy. I suspect there's not a lot of my friends left right now, is there? Ow! That was a horrible idea. Why did I punch the spider? Go, go, go! Oh, Savlian is here. I can just go somewhere else and wait then. I wonder if I can go far enough away I lose the aggro of some of them. That's my skeleton. Not hit me with the lightning. Focus on the friend. Ooh, we got him! Our health is low, we've got to fix that. I'll be ready to summon another one soon.
This ends here.
Ooh, he's back up. Three against one, we got this.
Die, damn you.
Oh, no! Don't fall unconscious, I need you there. Wake up. Whoa! Wake up. Why does he not have pants? What happened to him? Stand up.
This area is clear. We've got to get inside and find the Count before it's too late. Move out!
The Count? Is that what this is for? What happened to his pants? I'm so confused. Did I accidentally disintegrate his armor at some point or something? What happened? Or was he always like that? Tiara, no! Weren't you the one inside the castle? Why'd you come out here and run into them? They fought so well until they didn't. Potion or something. What we got? 7 AM. I'd rather... I'm kind of cooking already. We gotta do something here. That, I guess. I'm still over encumbered. Just something. Ugh. I don't have anything glass, that's not good. I guess this is great compared to some of the other stuff. Drop it. Can't burn alive out here. Yeah, guy's got no pants.
I'm just one.
This thing's gotta go, because fire is like kind of my weakness here a bit.
Do your worst. Die. Die.
Like, Sadly and Matthias learned nothing from me, you know, like when you don't have pants to wear, I mean, like there's plenty of pants you can just take out there. Pretty sure none of the clothes that we're wearing right now belong to me. They're just stuff I found lying around. The head.
All right, this is it.
Got jump scared.
We'll hold this area. You head to the back of the castle and find the Count.
I was looking for food in the
Don't
bowl.
come back here without him.
More enemies. Just wait a second. Yeah, don't aggro them just yet. You can heal up a little bit. You can survive. It'll be great. He's just happy to be here. Look how happy he is. You're welcome. Not both at once. Yeah, you go that way. Well, that didn't last long. I healed him and everything. Some good the healing spell did, huh? I'm still very confused by that whole pants situation. Like, I don't know if that's just how this normally goes, or if something's gone wrong here. Like I'm pretty sure he was, like, wearing something earlier, right? Or did I just not notice? So confused. Anything here I haven't read yet? Disaster at Ineth, that's a new one. Report of the Imperial Commission on the Disaster at Ineth. Lord Potteride, Chairman, Part 1 Preparations. The Emperor's plans for the invasion of Akavir were laid in the 270s when he began the conquest of the small island kingdoms that lie between Tamriel and Akavir. With the fall of Black Harbour in Esvroniet in 282, Ur V was already looking ahead to the ultimate prize. He immediately ordered extensive renovations to the port, which would serve as the marshalling point for the invasion force, and as the main supply force throughout the campaign. At this time, he also began the construction of the many large ocean-going transports that would be needed for the final crossing to Akavir, in which the navy was previously deficient. Thus, it can be seen that the Emperor's preparations for the invasion were laid well in advance before even the conquest of Esroniet was complete, and was not a sudden whim as some have charged. When Prince Bashomon yielded Esroniet to the imperial authority in 284, the Emperor's full attention could be devoted to planning for the Akaviri campaign. Naval expeditions were dispatched in 285 and 286 to scout the sea lanes and coastlands of Akavir, and various imperial intelligence agents, both magical and mundane, were employed to gather information. On the basis of all this information, the kingdom of the Saisi in the southwest of Akavir was selected as the initial target for the invasion. Meanwhile, the Emperor was gathering his expeditionary force. A new Far East fleet was created for the campaign, which for a time dwarfed the rest of the navy. It is said to be the most powerful fleet ever assembled in the history of Tamriel. The 5th, 7th, 10th, and 14th legions were selected for the initial landing, with the 9th and 17th to follow as reinforcements once the beachhead was secured. While this may seem to the layman a relatively small fraction of the army's total manpower, it must be remembered that this expeditionary force would have to be maintained at the end of a long and tenuous supply line. Your favourite series in this game is The Wolf Queen? I only got to read one of those. I haven't found anywhere that's got them all back to back. I did get through all the Berenzia books though. Those were long. That took a few hours. I think the Spanish fleet was 130 plus ships. Spain's in this game? Hey, Crispy. While this may seem to the layman a relatively small fraction of the army's total manpower, it must be remembered that this expeditionary force would have to be maintained at the end of a long and tenuous supply line. In addition, the Emperor and the army command believed that the invasion would not be strongly opposed, at least at first. Perhaps most crucially, the navy had only enough heavy transport capacity to move 4 legions at a time. It should be noted here that the Commission does not find fault with the Emperor's preparations for the invasion. Based on the information available prior to the invasion, which while obviously deficient in hindsight, great effort had been made to accumulate, the Commission believes that the Emperor did not act recklessly or imprudently. Some have argued that the expeditionary force was too small. The Commission believes that on the contrary, even if shipping could have been found to transport and supply more legions, an impossibility without crippling the trade of the entire empire, this would have merely added to the scale of the disaster. It would not have averted it. The Emperor from this book was intended to be the main villain in the early drafts for Skyrim? Really? But like, this is the 5th. We're already on like Uriel the 8th or something, aren't we? Yeah. An impossibility without crippling the trade of the entire empire. This would have merely added to the scale of the disaster. It would not have averted it. Neither could the rest of the empire be denuded of legions. The memory of the Cameron usurper was still fresh, and the Emperor believed, and the Commission agrees, that the security of the Empire precluded a larger concentration of military force outside of Tamriel. If anything, the Commission believes that the expeditionary force was too large. Despite the creation of 2 new legions during his reign, and the recreation of the 5th, the loss of the expeditionary force left the Empire in a dangerously weak position relative to the provinces, as the current situation makes all too clear. This suggests that the invasion of Akavir was beyond the Empire's current strength. Even if the Emperor could have fielded and maintained a larger force in Akavir, the Empire may have disintegrated behind him. Part 2. The invasion of Akavir. The expeditionary force left Black Harbour on 23rd Rain's Hand, 288, and with fair weather landed in Akavir after 6 weeks at sea. The landing site was a small Saisi port at the mouth of a large river, chosen for its proximity to Tamriel as well as its location in a fertile river valley, giving easy access to the interior as well as good foraging for the army. All went well at first. The Saisi had abandoned the town when the expeditionary force approached, so they took possession of it and renamed it Septimia. The first colony of the new imperial province of Akavir. While the engineers fortified the town and expanded the port facilities to serve the Far East Fleet, the Emperor marched inland with 2 legions. The surrounding land was reported to be rich, well-watered fields. And meeting no resistance, the army took the next city upriver, also abandoned. This was refounded as Ionith, and the Emperor established his headquarters there, being much larger than Septimia and better located to dominate the surrounding countryside. The expeditionary force had yet to meet any real resistance, although the legions were constantly shadowed by mounted enemy patrols which prevented any but large scouting parties from leaving the main body of the army. One thing the Emperor sorely lacked was cavalry, due to the limited space on the transport fleet, although for the time being the battle mages made up for this with magical reconnaissance. The Emperor now sent out envoys to try to contact the Tsaisi king or whoever ruled this land, but his messengers never returned. In retrospect, the Commission believes that valuable time was wasted in this effort while the army was stalled at Ionith, which could have been better spent in advancing quickly while the enemy was still, apparently, surprised by the invasion. However, the Emperor believed at the time that the Tsaisi would be overawed by the Empire's power, and he might win a province by negotiation with no need for serious fighting. Meanwhile, the 4 legions were busy building a road between Septimia and Ionith. I don't even know where these places are. Setting up fortified guard posts along the river and fortifying both cities' defences, activities which would serve them well later. Due to their lack of cavalry, scouting was limited and communication between the 2 cities constantly threatened by enemy raiders, with which the legions were still unable to come to grips. The original plan had been to bring the 2 reinforcing legions across as soon as the initial landing had secured a port, but the fateful decision was now taken to delay their arrival and instead begin using the fleet to transport colonists. The Emperor and the Council agreed that, due to the complete abandonment of the conquered area by its native population, colonists were needed to work the fields so that the expeditionary force would not have to rely entirely on the fleet for supplies. In addition, unrest had broken out in Yenezlia, Athwart, and the supply route to Akavir. The Council believed the 9th and 17th Legions would be better used in repacifying those territories and securing the expeditionary force's supply lines. The civilian colonists and their supplies began arriving in Septimia in mid-Hearthfire, and they took over the preparation of the fields, which had been started by the legionnaires for a spring crop. A number of cavalry mounts were also brought over at this time, and the raids on the 2 imperial colonies subsequently fell off. Tsaisi emissaries also finally arrived in Ionith, reportedly to begin peace negotiations, and the expeditionary force settled in for what was expected to be a quiet winter. At this time, the Council urged the Emperor to return to Tamriel with the fleet to deal with many pressing matters of the Empire while the army was in winter quarters, but the Emperor decided that it would be best to remain in Akavir. This turned out to be fortunate because a large portion of the fleet, including the Emperor's flagship, was destroyed by an early winter storm during the homeward voyage. The winter storm season of 288 to 289 was unusually prolonged and exceptionally severe. It prevented the fleet from returning to Akavir as planned with additional supplies. This was reported to the Emperor via Battle Mage, and it was agreed that the expeditionary force could survive on what supplies it had on hand until the spring. Part 3. The destruction of the expeditionary force. The winter weather in Akavir was also much more severe than expected, due to the supply problems and the addition of thousands of civilians. The expeditionary force was on tight rations. To make matters worse, you say it's interesting, but it's like hard to understand what's even happening. I don't recognize any of these places' names. I don't even know if they're places I can go in this game or if they're in one of the other games in the series, so it's a bit difficult to understand, but I'm reading it anyway. Might make more sense later on. They're going to get destroyed somehow. The winter weather in Akavir was also much more severe than expected. Due to the supply problems and the addition of thousands of civilians, the expeditionary force was on tight rations. To make matters worse, the Tsaisi raiders returned in force and harried any foraging and scouting parties outside the walls of the 2 cities. Several watch forts on the road between Septimia and Ionith were captured during blizzards. It's like a Caesar versus Germania bit. I don't know what that means. And the rest had to be abandoned as untenable. As a result, communication between the 2 cities had to be conducted entirely by magical means, a continuing strain on the Legion's battle mages. On 5th Sun's dawn, I also don't even know what these days are. A large entourage of Saci arrived at Ironith claiming to bring a peace offer from the Saci king. That night, these treacherous envoys murdered the guards at one of the city gates and let in a strong party of their comrades who were waiting outside the city walls. Their clear intention was to assassinate the Emperor, spurred only by the vigilance and courage of two troopers. No. More like Varus in the Battle of Judoburger Forest. What is this? I don't know what that means! Chat, you're confusing me. Stop confusing me. Their clear intention was to assassinate the Emperor, foiled only by the vigilance and courage of troopers of the 10th who were guarding his palace. Once the alarm was raised, the Saci inside the city were hunted down and killed to the last man. Needless to say, this was the end of negotiations between the Emperor and the Saci. Rome versus Europe? I don't know. I don't know much about history to begin with, yet alone overseas history, you know what I mean? I don't know what happened in Rome and Europe. Was that like gladiators and stuff? I don't know. I'm guessing. The Emperor and the Saci. If you're going to say Rome versus Europe, if you want me to understand how this relates, you're going to actually have to tell me like what happened in Rome and Europe. Also, wasn't Rome in Europe? What do you mean? Rome fights itself. Emperor and the Saci. End of negotiations, okay. The arrival of spring only brought worse troubles. Instead of the expected spring rains, a hot, dry wind began to blow from the east, continuing with varying strength through the entire summer. The crops failed, and even the river, which in the previous year had been navigable by small boats far upstream of Ironith, was completely dried up by sun's height. It is unknown if this was due to a previously unknown weather pattern unique to Akavir, or if the Saci manipulated the weather through magical means. The Commission leans towards the former conclusion, as there is no direct evidence of the Saci possessing such fearsome arcane power, but the latter possibility cannot be entirely ruled out. Due to prolonged bad weather, the supply fleet was late in setting out from Black Harbour. It finally left port in early Second Seed, but was again severely mauled by storms and limped into Septimia 8 weeks later, much reduced. Because of the increasingly desperate supply situation in Akavir, the Emperor dispatched most of his battle mage corps with the fleet to assist it in weathering the storms which seemed likely to continue all summer. At this time, the Council urged the Emperor to abandon the invasion and return to Tamriel with the expeditionary force, but he again refused, noting that the fleet was no longer large enough to transport all 4 legions at once. The Commission agrees that leaving 1 or more legions behind in Akavir to await the return of the fleet would have damaged army morale, but the Commission also notes that the loss of 1 legion would have been preferable to the loss of the entire expeditionary force. It is the unanimous opinion of the Commission that this was the last point at which complete disaster might have been averted. Once the decision was made to send the fleet back for reinforcements and supplies, events proceeded to their inevitable conclusion. From this point on, much less is known about what transpired in Akavir. With most of the battle mages assisting the fleet, communication between the expeditionary force and Tamriel was limited, especially as the situation in Akavir worsened and the remaining battle mages had their powers stretched to the limit, attending to all the needs of the legions. However, it appears that the Saci may also have been actively interfering with the mages in some unknown manner. Some of the mages in Akavir reported their powers being abnormally weak. The mages of the War College in Cyrodiil, who were handling communications with the Council, reported problems linking up with their compatriots in Akavir, even between master and pupil of long training. The Commission urges that the War College make a particular study of the arcane powers of the Saci, should the Empire ever come into conflict with Akavir again. Oh no, Fami, I'm sorry, the message was too long. There's a character limit to messages, otherwise it pushes all the other messages off my screen and I can't read the others. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The Commission urges that the War College make a particular study of the arcane powers of the Saci should the Empire ever come into conflict with Akavir again. Akavir knows something dangerous about sorcery. What is known is that, or at least anti-sorcery I guess, what is known is that the Emperor marched out of Ironith in mid-sun's height, leaving only small garrisons to hold the cities. He had learned that the Saci were massing their forces on the other side of a mountain range to the north. No, don't sit there quietly. I'm still interested to hear it. It's just got to be shorter messages. It's like 150 or 250 character limit. Something like that. I'm interested. It's automatic. It's an automatic character limit. I feel bad. He had learned that the Saci were massing their forces on the other side of a mountain range to the north, and he intended to smash their army before it could gather full strength and capture their supplies, of which he was in desperate need. This rapid advance seems to have taken the Saci by surprise, and the expeditionary force crossed the mountains and fell on their camp, routing the Saci army and capturing its leader, a noble of some kind. The Emperor was soon forced to retreat, and the legions suffered heavily on their retreat to Ironith. The Emperor now found himself besieged in Ironith, cut off from the small garrison at Septimia, which was also besieged. By this time, it seems that the efforts of the few remaining battle mages were devoted entirely to creating water to keep the army alive, a skill not normally emphasized at the War College. The fleet had arrived safely back to Black Harbour, thanks to the Battle Mage Corps, but all attempts to return to Akavir were frustrated by a series of ever more savage storms that battered Azroniat throughout the rest of 289. I wonder if the Akavir group's behind the storms and stuff as well. Are you okay, Femi? I'm worried. Julius Caesar was a Roman general who took control of the capital and named himself emperor. His campaign in modern-day France and Germany made him legend. Did he win? Did he lose? Like, I know... Like, didn't Caesar make the salad? I don't get it. Or did he just like the salad? Julius Caesar, a Roman general who was the emperor. I assume he would have won if he was the emperor. He was murdered by the Senate, including his adoptive son. You mean his adoptive son was part of the group that murdered him? Or you're telling me that, like, his son was murdered alongside him? There's two ways to interpret. He was murdered by the Senate, including his adoptive son. How do I interpret that? His son was murdered too, or his son was part of the murdering? The mad lad crossed the Rubicon River. Isn't that like in Tartarus or something? What? His son was in on it. Okay. The Rubicon River. Like, isn't that like a river of blood or something? I'm so confused. I don't know a Rubicon River. I'm not good at history, and I'm not good at maps. I'm bad at this. So sorry. But I will learn if people teach me. Brutus, isn't that the three-headed dog? No, that's Cerberus. Yeah, I'm good at this. The council's last... Wait, Varus was a general under a later emperor. The empire had expanded into modern-day Germany. So, like, that was some kind of conquest in Rome and stuff that you're talking about, right? With Julius, but... how does that relate to this book? Is it just because it's a conquest, or...? Maybe you're saying it because the emperor's own son betrays him in the end. Ooh. I have to keep reading. Maybe that's the foreshadowing you're trying to hint to me. Maybe that's the context. What are they up to? We're frustrated by a series of ever more savage storms that battered Ezronia throughout the rest of 289. The Council's last contact with the Emperor was in early Frostfall. By Evening Star, the Council was extremely worried about the situation in Akavir and ordered the fleet to sail regardless of the risk. Despite the continued storms, the fleet managed to press on to Akavir. Hope was raised when contact was made with the Emperor's battle mage, who reported that Ironith still held out. Plans were quickly laid for the expeditionary force to break out of Ironith and fall back on Septimia, where the fleet would meet them. This was the last direct contact with the expeditionary force. The fleet arrived in Septimia to find its garrison under savage assault from a large Stacey army. The battle mages with the fleet threw back the enemy long enough for the survivors to embark and the fleet to withdraw. The few survivors of the expeditionary force who reached Septimia told how the Emperor had led the army out of Ironith by night 2 days earlier, successfully breaking through the enemy lines, but then being surrounded by overwhelming forces on the road to Septimia. They told of a heroic last stand by the Emperor and the 10th Legion, which allowed a remnant of the 14th to reach Septimia. 2 survivors of the 10th arrived in Septimia that night, having slipped through the enemy lines during their undisciplined victory celebration. These men confirmed having seen the Emperor die, cut down by enemy arrows as he rallied the 10th's shield wall. Part 4. Conclusion. The Germans rose in rebellion under a former Roman emperor named Armenius. The empire lost an eighth of its total forces and gave up on all settlements east of the Rhine River. Huh? Was there a Roman and a German empire, or was the Roman Empire the only empire in this situation? They gave the empire. So you're telling me the Rome gave up their settlements? Did the rebellion happen after it? Is it still an empire if Julius is already gone? It's just the Roman Empire. So the Roman... So did the Germans rise in rebellion against Rome before or after Julius was assassinated? Julius Caesar. Or was it at the same time? After. Were they aware that it happened? Or were they just like, yeah, let's get Caesar. Caesar made the gains, Varus lost them. Ah, so Caesar died, then Varus came in and was now in command. And then Varus lost to the Germans. And they had to give up all sorts of land, I guess similar to what the Emperor gave up, but the Emperor didn't give up, the Emperor just died in the battle. Not seeing too many parallels. The only parallels I'm seeing is there's 2 nations fighting each other. The Roman historians wrote it down so they wouldn't have known if the Germans were aware. Okay. The Commission believes that the invasion of Akavir was doomed from the start for several reasons, none of which could have been foreseen beforehand, unfortunately. Despite extensive intelligence gathering, the expeditionary force was clearly unprepared for the situation in Akavir. The unexpected weather which plagued the army and navy was particularly disastrous. Without the loss of a majority of the Far East fleet during the campaign, the expeditionary force could have been withdrawn in 289. The weather also forced the Emperor to assign most of his Battle Mage Corps to the fleet, leaving him without their valuable assistance during the fighting which soon followed. And of course the unexpected drought which struck Arnith during 289 dashed the hopes of supplying the army locally, and left the expeditionary force in an untenable situation when besieged in Arnith. The Saci were also much stronger than intelligence reports had suggested. Information on the size of the army the Saci were eventually able to field against the expeditionary force is vague. The only serious fighting took place after regular communications were cut off between the Emperor and the Council. Nevertheless, it seems likely that the Saci outnumbered the Emperor's forces by several times, as they are able to force 4 crack legions into retreat and then keep them under siege for several months. As was stated previously, the Commission declines to criticize the initial decision to invade Akavir. Based on what was known at the time, the plan seemed sound. Just because we were comparing the book to history, we're nerding out. That's fine. but how does it compare? Like, was it Varus or Varun? I'm bad with names until I've heard it a few times. Did that emperor who lost it? Did they go like on an expedition against Germany and then lose? Is that where the parallel is? Or did Germany invade Rome and Germany won? Because only if Rome was out in an expedition, then there's kind of a parallel if it went badly and they lost it. But if it was the Germans bringing the fight to Rome, I think it's a bit of a stretch, based on what I've been told so far. I'm feeling like there's more inspiration from a Trojan horse, if anything, which had the how they came in as envoys and just opened the gates from inside, just without the horse. The Empire invaded the German tribes, and Varus was the general during the rebellion. All right, I see how it can kind of align now. Okay. They must have thought they had it in the bag, but then the mages from Germany must have surprised him and cast bad weather and drain magic on Varus's battle mages. That's what happened, right? The Emperor was sighted crying, "Varus, Varus, give me back my legions," which makes you as a German feel warm and fuzzy. Varus, give me back my legions. I thought you told me that Varus was the Emperor. No? Well, you mean the Emperor after Varus? The Emperor was sighted crying, "Varus, Varus, give me back my..." What's a crack legion? That can't be legal. As I stated previously, they're not going to criticize. Based on what was known at the time, the plan seemed sound. It is only with the benefit of hindsight does it become obvious that the invasion had very little chance of success. Nevertheless, the Commission believes several valuable lessons can be taken from this disaster. First, the Saci may have extremely powerful arcane forces at their command. The possibility that they may have manipulated the weather across such a vast region seems incredible, and it should be noted that 3 commissioners strongly objected to this paragraph even being included in this report. But the Commission believes that this matter deserves urgent investigation. The potential danger is such that even the slight possibility must be taken seriously. Oh, Caesar was a general who turned emperor, and Varus came later just up to general. And the Emperor must have been saying, "Give me back my legions," so he must have taken all the legions out to war and then... lost them, and the Emperor's like, oh no. And then Germany pushes the assault all the way to Rome, I guess? Like a counterattack? Ah. Second, the Saci appeared to possess no navy to speak of. The expeditionary force was never threatened by sea, and the Far East fleet fought nothing but the weather. Indeed, initial plans called for a portion of the fleet to remain in Akavir for use in coastal operations. But in the event, there were very few places where the large vessels of the fleet could approach the land due to the innumerable reefs, sandbars, islands, etc. that infested the coastal waters north and south from Septimia. Due to the utter lack of trees in the plain around Septimia and Ionith, the expeditionary force was unable to build smaller vessels which could have navigated the shallow coastal waters. Any future military expeditions against Akavir would do well to consider some way of bringing a means for inshore naval operations in order to exploit this clear advantage over the Saci. An advantage that was sadly unexploited by the expeditionary force. Why do I feel like that the Saci would have a counter to that? You know, they just like make some big waves, you know? Third, much longer term study needs to be made of Akavir before another invasion could even be contemplated. The information gathered over the 4 years prior to the invasion was extensive, but clearly inadequate. The weather conditions were completely unexpected. The Saci much stronger than expected, and the attempted negotiations by the Emperor with the Saci a disaster. Akavir proved alien beyond expectation, and the Commission believes any future attempt to invade Akavir should not be contemplated without much greater knowledge of the conditions, politics, and peoples of that continent than presently obtains. Finally, the Commission unanimously concludes that given what we now know, any attempt to invade Akavir is folly, at least in the present state of the Empire. The Empire's legions are needed at home. One day, a peaceful, united Empire will return to Akavir and exact severe retribution for the disaster at Arnith and for our fallen Emperor, but that day is not now, nor in the foreseeable future. I'll take that book, thank you. The Root of Berenzia, these are the best series I've read so far in this. Found them all in one spot earlier. Are they all here too? First 3. Missing a few. Okay. We spent so much time reading in this playthrough. Thanks for the follow, Rinshiko. No way, we have the throne to ourselves. Yes. Why do I look like that one Sith Lord sitting here like this? That's how I stand up. Probably should have healed before I saved, so I don't need to re-heal later. Like if something gets me. That'll do. What are we working with? Those are the books? Ooh. Oh, it's not even locked. And all the things inside have been taken. Oh, imagine if I could sit in this chair. This is the naughty corner. Is this the Sky Oblivion version you've been hearing about? I'm playing vanilla. What's a Sky Oblivion? Was this that wine I'm looking for? No, it's cheap wine. I gotta hit the fire guy. Fast. That's my chance. Perfect. Book here. A Dance in Fire version 4. My acrobatic skill increased by reading this. Oh no, it's another long one. A Dance in Fire, Chapter 4, by Warren Jarth. 18 Bosmeri and one Cyrodiilic former senior clerk for an Imperial Building Commission trudged through the jungle westward from Shiloh River to the ancient village of Vindisi. For Decimus Scotti... Oh, it's Oblivion with Skyrim character interactions and some other things. This is just Oblivion. Right now. For Decimus Scotti, the jungle was hostile, unfamiliar ground. The enormous vermiculated trees, what's up vermiculated, filled the bright morning with darkness and resembled nothing so much as grasping claws bent on impeding their progress. Even the fronds of the low plants quivered with malevolent energy. Reminding that Patrick Stewart got dozens of pages on the lore for his 3-minute gig as Uriel Septim in this game. I feel like those pages are probably all the books in the game. Just on A4 pieces of paper, so he has all the lore knowledge. Even the fronds of the low plants quivered with malevolent energy. What was worse, he was not alone in his anxiety. His fellow travellers, the natives who had survived the Khajiit attacks in the villages of Granos and Athe, wore faces of undisguised fear. There was something sentient in the jungle, and not merely the mad but benevolent indigenous spirits. In his peripheral vision, Scotty could see the shadows of the Khajiiti following the refugees, leaping from tree to tree. When he turned to face them, the lithe forms vanished into the gloom as if they had never been there, but he knew he had seen them, and the Bosmeri saw them too and quickened their pace. After 18 hours, bitten raw by insects scratched by 1,000 thorns, they emerged into a valley clearing. It was night, but a row of blazing torches greeted them, illuminating the leather-wrought tents and jumbled stones of the hamlet of Vindisi. At the end of the valley, the torches marked a sacred site, a gnarled bower of trees pressed closed. Is it bower or bower? I know what it is, but I haven't really heard it said. If someone types this word in chat, my local text-to-speech will tell me exactly how to say it. A gnarled... No, like type it normal. That came out as bow URR. Bower. Yeah, I had it right then. Wait, a bower is a clearing? I didn't think it was. I thought a bower was when you had like a bunch of trees or grass that comes up, making like a cocoon of grass or tree around a hollow middle bit, like a nest. I didn't think it was like a full clearing. Expects that. A gnarled bower of trees pressed close together to form a temple. Wordlessly, the Bosmeri walked to the torch arcade toward the trees. I know what an arcade is. That's where they have all the arcade machines. Scotty followed them. When they reached the solid mass of living wood with only one gaping portal, Scotty could see a dim blue light glowing within. That's the arcade machine. A low, sonorous moan from 100 voices echoed within. The Bosmeri maiden he had been following held out her hand, stopping him. You do not understand, but no outsider, not even a friend, may enter, she said. This is a holy place. Scotty nodded and watched the refugees march into the temple, heads bowed. Their voices joined with the ones within. The shady spot under a curve of trees. Yeah. It could be grass too, though. I just think it has to be like any kind of plant. In this case, it would be a tree, though. Like, people aren't walking into a bit of grass. Scotty nodded and watched the refugees march into the temple, heads bowed. Their voices joined with the ones within. When the last wood elf had gone inside, Scotty turned his attention back to the village. There must be food to be had somewhere. A tendril of smoke and a faint whiff of roasting venison beyond the torchlight led him. They were 5 Cyrodiils, 2 Bretons, and a Nord. The group gathered around a campfire of glowing white stones, pulling steaming strips of meat from the cadaver of a great stag. At Scotty's approach, they rose up, all but the Nord, who was distracted by his hunk of animal flesh. "Good evening. Sorry to interrupt, but I was wondering if I might have a little something to eat. I'm afraid I'm rather hungry after walking all day with some refugees from Granos and Athay." They bade him to sit down and eat, and introduced themselves. "So the war's back on, it seems," said Scotty amiably. "Best thing for these effete do-nothings," replied the Nord in between bites. "I've never seen such a lazy culture. Now they've got the Khajiiti striking them on land and the High Elves at sea. If there's any province that deserves a little distress, it's damnable Valenwood." "I don't see how they're so offensive to you," laughed one of the Britons. Oh, Britons in the game. "They are congenital thieves, even worse than the Khajiiti because they are so blessed meek in their aggression." The Nord spat out a gob of fat which sizzled on the hot stones of the fire. "They spread their forests into territory that doesn't belong to them, slowly infiltrating their neighbours, and they're puzzled when elsewhere shoves back at them. They're all villains of the worst order." "We're all Britons and you're my king, are you?" "What are you doing here?" asked Scotty. "I'm a diplomat from the court of Gehenna," muttered the Nord, returning to his food. That was not muttering. "What about you? What are you doing here?" asked one of the Cyrodiils. "I work for Lord Atreus's building commission in the Imperial City," said Scotty. "One of my former colleagues suggested that I come down to Valenwood. He said the war was over and I could contract a great deal of business for my firm rebuilding what was lost. One disaster after another and I've lost all my money. I'm in the middle of a rekindling of war and I cannot find my former colleague." "We're all Britons and I'm your king" is a Monty Python quote. Oh, I haven't seen all of Monty Python. I've seen bits and pieces though. I missed that one. "Your former colleague," murmured another of the Cyrodiils who had introduced himself as Regulus. "He wasn't by any chance named Lyodes Juris, was he?" "You know him?" "He lured me down to Valenwood in nearly the exact same circumstances," smiled Regulus grimly. "I worked for your employer's competitor, Lord Vanetch's men, where Lyodes Juris also formerly worked. He wrote to me asking that I represent an Imperial building commission and contract some post-war construction. I had just been released from my employment and I thought that if I brought some new business I could have my job back. Juris and I met in Athay, and he said he was going to arrange a very lucrative meeting with the Sylvanar." Scotty was stunned. "Where is he now?" "I'm no theologian. I couldn't say," Regulus shrugged. "He's dead. When the Khajiiti attacked Athay, they began by torching the harbour where Juris was readying his boat. Or I should say my boat, since it was purchased with the gold I brought. By the time we were even aware of what was happening enough to flee, everything by the water was ash. The Khajiiti may be animals, but they know how to arrange an attack. I think they followed us through the jungle to Vindisi," said Scotty nervously. "There was definitely a group of something jumping along the treetops. Probably one of the monkey folk," snorted the Nord. "Nothing to be concerned about." "When we first came to Vindisi and the Bosmeri all entered that tree, they were furious, whispering something about unleashing an ancient terror on their enemies." The Briton shivered, remembering. "They've been there ever since, for over a day and a half now. If you want something to be afraid of, that's the direction to look." The other Briton, who was a representative of the Daggerfall Mages Guild, was staring off into the darkness while his fellow provincial spoke. "Maybe, but there's something in the jungle too, right on the edge of the village looking in." "More refugees maybe?" asked Scotty, trying to keep the alarm out of his voice. "Not unless they're travelling through the trees now," whispered the wizard. Nord and one of the Cyrodiils grabbed a long tarp of wet leather and poured it across the fire, instantly extinguishing it without so much as a sizzle. Now Scotty could see the intruders, their elliptical yellow eyes and long cruel blades catching the torchlight. He froze with fear, praying that he too was not so visible to them. He felt something bump against his back and gasped. Regulus's voice hissed from up above. "Be quiet for Mara's sake and climb up here." Scotty grabbed hold of the knotted double vine that hung down from a tall tree at the edge of the dead campfire. He scrambled up it as quickly as he could, holding his breath lest any grunt of exertion escape him. At the top of the vine, high above the village, was an abandoned nest from some great bird in a trident-shaped branch. As soon as Scotty had pulled himself into the soft, fragrant straw, Reglius pulled up the vine. No one else was there, and when Scotty looked down, he could see no one below. No one, that is, except the Khajiit, slowly moving toward the glow of the temple tree. "Thank you," whispered Scotty, deeply touched that the competitor had helped him. He turned away from the village and saw that the tree's upper branches brushed against the messy rock walls that surrounded the valley below. "How are you at climbing?" "You're mad," said Reglius under his breath. "We should stay here until they leave." "If they burn Vindisi like they did Athe and Granos, we'll be dead, sure as if we were on the ground." Scotty began the slow, careful climb up the tree, testing each branch. "Can you see what they're doing?" "I can't really tell." Reglius stared down into the gloom. "They're at the front of the temple. I think they also have... it looks like long ropes trailing off behind them, off into the pass." Scotty crawled onto the strongest branch that pointed toward the wet, rocky face of the cliff. It was not a far jump at all. So close, in fact, that he could smell the moisture and feel the coolness of the stone. But it was a jump nevertheless, and in his history as a clerk, he had never before leapt from a tree 100 feet off the ground to a sheer rock. He pictured in his mind's eye the shadows that had pursued him through the jungle from the heights above, how their legs coiled to spring, how their arms snapped forward in an elegant fluid motion to grasp. He leapt. His hands grappled for rock, but long thick cords of moss were more accessible. He held hard, but when he tried to plant his feet forward, they slipped up skyward. For a few seconds he found himself upside down before he managed to pull himself into a more conventional position. There was a narrow outcropping jutting out of the cliff where he could stand and finally exhale. Reglius, Reglius, Reglius. Scotty did not dare to call out. In a minute there was a shaking of branches, and Lord Vanetcha's man emerged. First his satchel, then his head, then the rest of him. Scotty started to whisper something, but Reglius shook his head violently and pointed downward. One of the Khajiit was at the base of the tree, peering at the remains of the campfire. Reglius awkwardly tried to balance himself on the branch, but as strong as it was exceedingly difficult with only one free hand. Scotty cupped his palms, then pointed at the satchel. It seemed to pain Reglius to let it out of his grasp, but he relented and tossed it to Scotty. There was a small, almost invisible hole in the bag, and when Scotty caught it, a single gold coin dropped out. It rang as it bounced against the rock wall on the descent, a high, soft sound that seemed like the loudest alarm Scotty had ever heard. Then, many things happened very quickly. The Cathay rat at the base of the tree looked up and gave a loud wail. The other Khajiit followed in a chorus as the cat below crouched down and then sprung up into the lower branches. Reglius saw it below him, climbing up with impossible dexterity, and panicked. Even before he jumped, Scotty could tell that he was going to fall. With a cry, Reglius the clerk plunged to the ground, breaking his neck on impact. A flash of white fire erupted from every crevice of the temple, and the moan of the Bosmeri prayer changed into something terrible and otherworldly. The climbing Cathay rat stopped and stared. "Kiergo," it gasped. "The wild hunt." It was as if a crack in reality had opened wide. A flood of horrific beasts, tentacled toads, insects of armor and spine, gelatinous serpents, vaporous beings with the face of gods, all poured forth from the great hollow tree, blind with fury. They tore the Khajiit in front of the temple to pieces. All the other cats fled for the jungle, but as they did so, they began pulling on the ropes they carried. In a few seconds' time, the entire village of Vindisi was boiling with the lunatic apparitions of the wild hunt. Over the babbling, barking, howling horde, Scotty heard the Cyrodiils in hiding cry out as they were devoured. The Nord too was found and eaten, and both Britons. The wizard had turned himself invisible, but the swarm did not rely on their sight. The tree the Cathay rat was in began to sway and rock from the impossible violence beneath it. Scotty looked at the Khajiit's fear-struck eyes and held out one of the cords of moss. The cat's face showed its pitiful gratitude as it leapt for the vine. It didn't have time to entirely replace that expression when Scotty pulled back the cord and watched it fall. The hunt consumed it to the bone before it struck the ground. Scotty's own jump up to the next outcropping of rock was immeasurably more successful. From there, he pulled himself to the top of the cliff and was able to look down into the chaos that had been the village of Vindisi. The hunt's mass had grown and began to spill out through the pass out of the valley, pursuing the fleeing Khajiit. It was then that the madness truly began. In the moon's light from Scotty's vantage, he could see where the Khajiit had attached their ropes. With a thunderous boom, an avalanche of boulders poured over the pass. When the dust cleared, he saw that the valley had been sealed. The wild hunt had nowhere to turn but on itself. Scotty turned his head, unable to look at the cannibalistic orgy. The night jungle stood before him, a web of wood. He slung Regulus's satchel over his shoulder and entered. Nice book. Oh, there's an enemy here. Yeah, I should probably do something about that, huh? Excellent. And we got our acrobatic up for reading that book. Are we ready for a level? Nowhere near. I'm gonna keep going straight. There's food here. So many things I can take. Think of all the potions I can make. I didn't want to pick that up. Thought it was a container. Hand-to-hand character? Conjurer. What did I just pick up? I picked up something in trash. There it is. Oh, pumpkins. Oranges. I've never found an orange before. Put some good ingredients in. It's going to be a very salty potion. What is a venin? There's gotta be something else I can make, please. Promising. That's everything. And my carry capacity now? Better. Daughter dining hall. Don't want to go there. Also, I kind of have spent days reading. I read the entire Berenzia series. Bird gauntlets, how does that work? Sleeping quarters. Why is he looking at me like that? This for? I think the place is a little bit broken. Oh, more books. The Real Berenzia, Manual of Spellcraft, Manual of Arms, the Real Berenzia. I've read all these. Disaster Ironeth, I just read that earlier. Pretty sure I've read most of the guides. Yeah, I've read those. All according to plan. I'll sell that one probably. Actually, that's pretty heavy for what it's worth. I don't want it. I'm gonna drop that. So I'm looking for someone here, some kind of count or something? Surely they can't be far, right? What's my exact quest? I've read too much, I forgot what's going on here. Definitely going in. Gotta help him out. Follow him, I raised the gates, I found the tunnel entrance. This is other order. I need to follow Savlian and Matthias into there, help him find the Count of Kavach, or Milius Goldwine. Yeah, well, he's kind of just standing back here without any pants on, you know? Like, he's not being very helpful. I thought I was meant to follow him in. Oh well, as long as I can take all the credit. I can do without carrying a weight around. Can you stop touching fire? It's not healthy. Oh no, I can't sleep here. He'd be angry at me. I was too slow. Guess you could say he counted his last breath. Not a quill, it's a map. The Argonian Account, Book 4. Take it. The guy we came here to save is kind of not here now. Let's read that book first. I feel more like reading. And then we, you know, just sit on the bed, read a story, and then we can talk to him, see what's why he's lying on the floor there. Where's the book? The Argonian Account, Book 4. By Wahin Jarth. It's a long one? It probably is. It is. Nice. Decimus Scotty was drowning. It's Scotty again? Didn't we just read about him in the other book? Weird. A Dance in Fire, version 4. It's a book about the same guy. Weird. Decimus Scotty was drowning and he didn't think much of it. He couldn't move his arms or his legs to swim because of the paralysis spell the Argonian peasant had lobbed at him, but he wasn't quite sinking. The Onkabra River was a crashing force of white water and currents that could carry along large rocks with ease, so Scotty tumbled head over heels, spinning, bumping, bouncing along. He figured that soon enough he would be dead, and that would be better than being in Black Marsh. He wasn't too panicked about it all when he felt his lungs fill with water and cold blackness fell upon him. For a while, the first time in some time, Decimus Scotty felt peace, blessed darkness, and then pain came to him. He felt himself coughing, spewing water up from his belly and his lungs. A voice said, "Oh bother, he's alive, ain't he now?" Scotty wasn't quite sure if that were true, even when he opened his eyes and looked at the face above him. It was an Argonian, but unlike any he had seen anywhere. The face was thin and long, like a thick lance. The scales were ruby red, brilliant in the sunlight. It blinked at him, its eyelids opening and closing in vertical slits. "I don't suppose we should eat you now. I don't suppose we should eat you, should we now?" The creature smiled, and Scotty could tell from its teeth that it was no idle suggestion. "Thank you," said Scotty weakly. He craned his head slightly to find out who the "we" were, and discovered he was on the muddy bank of the still sludgy river, surrounded by a group of Argonians with similarly needle-like faces and a whole rainbow of scales. Bright greens, and gem-like purples, blues, and oranges. "Can you tell me? Am I near, well, anywhere?" The ruby-coloured Argonian laughed. "No, you're in the middle of everywhere, and near nowhere." "Oh," said Scotty, who grasped the idea that space did not mean much in Black Marsh. "And what are you?" "We are Agacephs," the ruby-coloured Argonian replied. "My name is Nomu," Scotty introduced himself. Scotty's giving a false name. "I'm a senior clerk in Lord Vanek's building commission in the Imperial City. My job was to come here to try to fix the problems with commerce, but I've lost my agenda. Haven't met with any of my contacts. The Archines of Gideon, pompous, assimilated slaver kleptocrats," a small lemon-coloured Agaseph murmured with some feeling. "And now I just want to go home." "Oh, my name is Nomu," is what the Argonian said. Then Scotty introduced himself. Scotty wasn't introducing himself as Nomu. Nomu's the Argonian. Nomu smiled, his long mouth arching up like a host happy to see an unwanted guest leave a party. "Shays will guide you." Shays, it seemed, was the bitter little yellow creature, and he was not at all pleased at the assignment. With surprising strength, he hoisted Scotty up. For a moment, the clerk was reminded of Gemulus dropping him into the bubbling muck that led to the Underground Express. Instead, Shays shoved Scotty toward a tiny little raft, razor thin, that bobbed in the surface of the water. "This is how you travel?" "We don't have the broken wagons and dying horses of our brothers on the outside," Shays replied, rolling his tiny eyes. "We don't know better." The Argonian sat at the back of the craft and used his whip-like tail to propel and navigate the craft. They travelled quickly around swirling pools of slime that stank of centuries of putrefaction, past pinnacled mountains that seemed sturdy but suddenly fell apart at the slightest ripple in the still water, under bridges that might have once been metal but were now purely rust. "Everything in Tamriel flows down to Black Marsh," Shays said, as they slid through the water. Shays explained to Scotty that the Agacephs were one of the many Argonian tribes that lived in the interior of the province, near the Hist, finding little in the outside world worth seeing. He was fortunate to have been found by them. The Nagas, the toad-like Patru, and the winged Sarpa would have killed him on the spot. There were other creatures too to be avoided. Though there were a few natural predators in Inner Black Marsh, the scavengers that rooted in the garbage seldom shied away from a living meal. Pack wings circled overhead like the ones Scotty had seen in the west. Shays fell silent and stopped the raft completely, waiting for something. Scotty looked in the direction Shays was watching and saw nothing unusual in the filthy water. Then he realized that the pool of green slime in front of them was actually moving, and fairly quickly, from one bank to the other. It deposited small bones behind it as it oozed up into the reeds and disappeared. Hi, Brixie. Boreoplasm, Shays explained, moving the boat forward again. Big word. It'll strip you to the bone by the second syllable. Scotty, desirous to distract himself from the sights and smells that surrounded him, thought it a good time to compliment his pilot on his excellent vocabulary. It was particularly impressive given how far from civilization they were. The Agonians in the east did in fact speak so well. They tried to erect a temple of Mara near here in Umpolo 20 years ago. Umpholo 20 years ago, Shays explained, and Scotty nodded, remembering reading about it in the files before they were lost. They all perished quite dreadfully of swamp rot in the first month, but they left behind some excellent books. Scotty was going to inquire further when he saw something so huge, so horrifying, it made him stop, frozen. Half submerged in the water ahead was a mountain of spines. Lying on 9-foot-long claws, White Eyes stared blindly forward, and then suddenly the whole creature spasmed and lurched, the jaw of its mouth jutting out, exposing tusks clotted with gore. Swamp Leviathan, Shays whistled impressed. Very, very dangerous. Scotty gasped, wondering why the Agaseth was so calm, and more, why he was continuing to steer the raft forward towards the beast. Of all the creatures in the world, the rats are sometimes the worst, said Shays, and Scotty noticed that the huge creature was only a husk. Its movement was from the hundreds of rats that had burrowed into it, rapidly eating their way from the inside out, bursting from the skin in spots. They are indeed, Scotty said, and his mind went to the Black Marsh files, buried deep in the mud, and 4 decades of Imperial work. Black Marsh. The two continued westward through the heart of Black Marsh. Shays showed Scotty the vast complicated ruins of Kothringi capitals, fields of ferns and flowered grasses, quiet streams under canopies of blue moss, and the most astonishing sight of Scotty's life, the great forest of full-grown hist trees. They never saw a living soul until they arrived at the edge of the Imperial Commerce Road just east of Slough Point, where Malik, Scotty's Redguard guide, was waiting patiently. I was going to give you 2 more minutes, the Redguard scowled, dropping the last of his food onto the pile at his feet. No more, sir. Wait, how did we get here? They kept going past the monsters, I guess. And they're back in civilization, I guess, or at least back to someone who knows them. The sun was shining bright when Decimus Scotty rode into the Imperial City, and as it caught the morning dew, it lent a glisten to every building as if they had been newly polished for his arrival. It astonished him how clean the city was, and how few beggars there were. The protracted edifice of Lord Vanetch's building commission was the same as it had always been, but still the very sight of it seemed exotic and strange. It was not covered in mud. The people within actually generally worked. If you remember correctly, the adventures of Scotty started because he was laid off and tried to strike a deal on his own, and after going through hell, he made it there, only to be rewarded with a promotion and being sent to a place even worse. I think this is like Rom striking a deal in his own ways here, right? I don't think he got laid off. Lord Vanetch himself, though singularly squat and squinty, seemed immaculate, not only relatively clean of dirt and scabs, but also relatively uncorrupt. Scotty couldn't help but stare at him when he first caught sight of his boss. Oh, is he about to get laid off? Are you spoiling it? Vanetch stared right back. You're a sight, the little fellow frowned. Did your horse drag you to Black Marsh and back? I would say go home and fix yourself, but there are a dozen people here to see you. I hope you have solutions for them. It was no exaggeration. Nearly 20 of Cyrodiil's most powerful and wealthiest people were waiting for him. Scotty was given an office even larger. Yeah, this is the promotion happening now. Nearly 20 of Cyrodiil's most powerful and wealthiest people were waiting for him. Scotty was given an office even larger than Lord Vanetch's, and he met with each. First among the Commission's clients were 5 independent traders, blustering and loaded with gold, demanding to know what Scotty intended to do about improving the trade routes. Scotty summarized for them the conditions of the main roads, the state of the merchants' caravans, the sunken bridges, and all the other impediments between the frontier and the marketplace. They told them to have everything replaced and repaired and gave them the gold necessary to do it. In 3 months, the bridge at Slough Point had disappeared into the muck. The great caravan had collapsed into decrepitude, and the main road from Gideon had been utterly swallowed by swamp water. The Argonians began once again to use the old ways, their personal rafts, and sometimes the underground express to transport the grain in small quantities. It took a third of the time, 2 weeks, to arrive in Cyrodiil, none of it rotten. The Archbishop of Mara was the next client Scotty met with, a kind-hearted man, horrified by the tales of Argonian mothers selling their children into slavery. He pointedly asked Scotty if it were true. Sadly, yes, Scotty replied, and the Archbishop showered him with septums, telling the clerk that food must be brought to the province to ease their suffering, and the schools must be improved so they could learn to help themselves. Within 5 months, the last book had been stolen from the deserted Maran monastery in Uphollow. As the Archanes went bankrupt, their slaves returned to his parents' tiny farms. The backwater Argonians found that they could grow enough to feed their families provided they had enough hard workers in their enclave, and the buyer's market for slaves sharply declined. Ambassador Sleix, concerned about the rising crime in northern Black Marsh, brought with him contributions of many other expatriate Argonians like himself. They wanted more Imperial guards on the border at Slough Point. Is it Slough or Slough? Probably Slough, isn't it? At Slough Point. More magically lit lanterns posted along the main roads at regular intervals. More patrol stations and more schools built to allow young Argonians to better themselves and not turn to crime. Within 6 months, there were no more Nagas roaming the roads, as there were no merchants travelling them to rob. The thugs returned to the fetid inner swamp, where they felt much happier, their constitutions enriched by the rot and pestilence that they loved. Flix and his constituency were so pleased by the crime rate dropping, they brought even more gold to Decimus Scotty, telling him to keep up the good work. Black Marsh simply was, is, and always shall be unable to sustain a large-scale cash crop plantation economy. The Argonians and anyone else, the whole of Tamriel, could live in Black Marsh on subsistence farming, just raising what they needed. That was not sad, Scotty thought, that was hopeful. Scotty's solution to each of their dilemmas had been the same. 10% of the gold they gave him went to Lord Venetcha's building commission. The rest Scotty kept for himself, and did exactly nothing about the requests. Lord Venetcha's building commission. Within a year, Decimus Scotty had embezzled enough to retire very comfortably, and Black Marsh was better off than it had been in 40 years. So Scotty got all the money, but Venetcha's doing all the work? Venetcha's where he used to work then, I assume. So he probably worked for Venetch? This guy's dead. Are you Scotty? No, he's Emilius Goldwine. I found the body of Count Goldwine. I should deliver his signet ring to Savlian Matthias. Okay. Ooh, it's expensive. I'll take his gold too. He wears the same clothes as me! And the same shoes. I'm gonna go out there and this guy's gonna think I'm the one who did it. Oh no. Yeah, so I'm the king now. The ring belongs to me. Look at him, he's just standing here pantsless. Who is this guy?
Where is the Count? Why is he not with you?
Lying face down in a pool of blood.
How dare you mock him, even in death? Had you not been instrumental in getting this far, I'd put you down where you stand.
He's probably the Grey
Where's
Fox.
the Count's ring? Do you have it?
No, I don't have it.
Secure it at once. It's the only thing we have left.
It's mine now.
Do you have the Count's ring?
Yes, here it is.
At least, this is safe. Thank you. I shall make sure it is protected for the time when a new Count is crowned. Here, take this. I have no use for it. I'm tired of fighting. It may serve you well in days to come.
Huh? Oblivion signet ring removed. Kvatch cuirass added. I could have taken that from the other guy outside. He was lying down with that. What do you mean?
For you, of course.
I'm over encumbered because he gave me some crappy armor. Better be enchanted or something, honestly. Kvatch cuirass. Fortify endurance and fortify strength. Oh, so it's not too bad then. It's worth a bit. I'll keep it and I'll sell it. Drop it. Nothing else. No, don't equip that. Drop it.
Good day.
Can't believe he's giving me armor when he doesn't even have pants. Oh, I guess that quest's done. Ah! 1 PM. What happened to his pants? Did I steal them? I don't know what happened to his pants. That's just how he is, I guess. Wasn't he always like this? Maybe someone in the VOD can work out at what point he lost them. I swear he just took them off at some point and pretended like he doesn't know what happened. Is that a grey fox I see on their banner? Yeah, he's the grey fox. Where does he even store his armor? Probably picked it up off someone who fell. Like, a lot of people fell here. A lot of good soldiers. The enemies are just too strong. But me with the power of quick save, nothing I can't handle. Probably went unconscious and I looted them. Do I have a random pair of pants? Let me check. Nope. I mean, to be fair, I'm not wearing pants either. I'm just wearing the dress. I gotta get out of here. Also, the gate to Oblivion's closed. Now the sun's getting me again. Look at him wobble. Look at that pose. Now keep going. That was an interesting quest line. He was so rude to me though, and I didn't even get a chance to riz him once. He was like pre-rizzed. Wait, did everyone respawn here? Everyone was dead in this town last time.
Farewell. You won't get any of my blood. Get away from me.
No, I just saved the place.
Or maybe she got out and she's looking for you too. How could the nine let this happen? Are they angry?
Are you not feeling well?
Not really. 9 9 PM. Let's like wait 2 hours and watch him. Go to sleep.
You should really get to a healer.
Shh. Wait, why am I drinking the blood from there? Chad, I drank the blood from his butt.
You've done us a great service, stranger. We're all grateful.
Oh, you're grateful now? You weren't
Tell
grateful
me
a
more.
second ago.
Goodbye.
Okay, now I need to find someone to sell all this junk to. My weight's kind of screwed up. Let me just do this real quick. Perfect. Who's gonna buy
Greetings,
things around
traveler.
here?
What do you seek? Please, go on.
Oh no, I can't even
Thanks
talk
for
to
the
anyone.
rescue. I didn't think we would make it out of the chapel alive. Perhaps Akatosh.
How did
guided you to
everyone
us.
revive? Oh no, they came from the temple. That's crazy. The Oblivion Gate.
They are stable portals between our world and Oblivion. They violate the most basic principles of Daedric magic. They should be impossible.
Well, that was the
Something
point of
fundamental
Daedra, is that
must have
you
changed
can't define
to
them.
make them possible.
Hey, weird. The booty blood slavey? That's good.
Hello, my friend.
You know, that's one way to vampire,
I'm just
isn't
lucky
it?
to be alive.
Yes?
Who's gonna
We'll
sell me
see.
stuff? Okay, I can risk this guy. Hell yeah. Let's
What?
go.
Don't wait. Yeah. Really? Really? I accept. Don't. I wish I could say. No more. Don't. What a great. Don't, please. What a great. Whatever you want. I see.
Hell yeah.
How can I help?
We talked to him.
Farewell.
Greetings, traveler.
Come on, someone's gotta sell me stuff, right? Or is it because it's the middle of the night?
How could the Nine let this happen? I'm sorry. I don't think I'm going to be much help.
She has those vampire eyes. She's one too.
I'm listening. It's good of you to say so. Thank you. I doubt it. That's not bad. Bye.
There's two merchants here and they're both garbage. Try Anvil.
I'm amazed.
I'll have more to
Thank
sell by the
on
time I'm at
behalf
Anvil
of
though.
all Kvatch's refugees. For you, of course. Good day.
Okay, let's wait for like midday or something. Shop should be open by then. A vampire ancient. In your dream, you approach a vampire ancient. Having just completed a perilous task for him, you swell with pride, sure that he will now bestow even greater power upon you. The entire clan's eyes are upon you. Walking towards the dais where he stands, you realize that your task for him is actually unfinished, and that all of your vampiric powers have left you. You cry out as the clan descends upon you, and the ancient's fangs rip into the flesh of your throat.
I just can't sleep. I lie down and close my eyes.
Why am I dying?
I can't stop thinking about it.
Why am I dying? I'm indoors. Help.
We've been hit hard, but we'll come
I'm being
back.
hit hard.
Tell me more. Take
Farewell.
Are you not feeling...
You've done.
So who's the shopkeeper here?
Seeing you.
I'm sorry. Take care.
I don't know. What could we have done?
Is this the shopkeeper? Probably. That is the shopkeeper?
just can't see.
No!
I lie down and close my eyes, but
I need
can't
the
stop thinking
shopkeeper.
about it.
I know what you're talking about. I don't even try. I just keep going until I drop.
So who's the second shopkeeper?
Clutch is finished. There's nothing left.
I've looked everywhere. Perhaps she's still in Kvatch, in a basement, hiding. I'm sorry.
There's someone in Kvatch in a basement
too.
hiding? Huh.
I just can't sleep. I lie down.
The Nord in blue dress, this guy?
How can I help?
I know what you're talking about. I don't even try.
Is everything all
I just
right?
keep going until I
Look at it.
drop.
I don't see anyone else.
Clutch is finished. There's nothing left.
How could the Nine let this happen? Are they
Female
angry
Nord.
with us?
This one?
I've looked. Greetings, Trap. You too.
Yeah, no one here is selling me anything.
Is everything all right? You look a bit ill.
Alright, let's wait till night time. Then we can set out more safely.
It's the smell, really.
I just can't
Smoke
sleep.
and fire.
I lie down
And something worse.
Yeah, I
I
don't
just
see a
can't
second
sleep.
shopkeeper at all.
I lie
I
down.
know what you're talking about.
I guess we'll have no
Even
choice
try.
but to go to
I
Andal
just
either way,
keep
huh?
Going until I drop. I've looked everywhere.
I'm just lucky to be alive.
Perhaps she's still in
I'm
Kvatch in the
angry.
basement.
I want to
hiding.
stay angry. That anger keeps me going.
Apparently someone's in Kvatch in the basement.
just tired.
There's nothing left.
I can't face it.
Don't forget,
I have to start
Cameron
over
Usurper burned
from
Kvatch
nothing.
too. Kvatch was rebuilt from ruins once before, and she'll do it again.
Kvatch is finished. There's nothing left.
I'm sure they can look in the
I'm just
basements on
lucky
their
to
own,
be
honestly.
I have to say, that anger.
Is this the one? Is that the other shopkeeper? The shopkeepers, no! I needed them! The shopkeepers! Or is this the shopkeeper?
Goodbye.
Good to see you.
What a disaster. Mushrooms. How far are we off from the destination? How did all of them die? I mean, I came into the village. I slept for an hour or so. I came out and everyone was dead. They died when I wasn't watching. Alright, yeah, I'll follow the path. I'll go to Andal on the way, and then I go Crowhead. That'll let me sell some things too. I think I'll stop the stream there for today. Let's roll the credits and look for someone to raid. Next stream may be a different game. Here's the link to the Discord. If you're on YouTube, it'll be in the description. If you're on Twitch, it's in the chat. If you join that Discord, you'll need your DMs to be open to bypass the verification. And I'll put up a vote in the next hour or so for people to vote on which game they want to see for the next stream. Could be more Oblivion, or it could be a couple other choices. So if you want a specific game, go there and you can put your vote on whatever game you want to see more of, or a start of. We could do more Oblivion. We could do more Monster Hunter World. We never really finished that, at least not the DLC. the Iceborne stuff. Or there was another game, I forget the name of it. Let me look that up real quick. It was Cameo. Was another game. And I'll put a few surprise choices in there too. Okay, credits. Start with the credits and then we'll do a raid. Thank you to Rin Shiko, Kyofu the Lone Wolf, and Famil for the Fami 1990. Fami, not Famil. Fami for the follows. That was a weird font. Why did the one look like an L? The raids weren't today, so those are the credits. My turn to raid. Good reading. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Let's raid. Ooh. Ixart's playing Sea of Thieves. Let's raid them. The one was melting. Probably. Hi everyone. Thanks for watching.